Hey, assistant coach, how are you guys doing? It is me, Gianni Sports, and welcome back to the AS Roma Career Mode. This is Season 1, Episode number 2, and thank you guys so much for the insane support on Episode 1. And since that was just so amazing, I'm giving you guys 2 videos today. If you guys can smash over 2,500 likes, that would be amazing. Thank you guys so much for the insane support, and also thank you, assistant coaches, so much for all the comments. Considering the striker situation in my team right now, I need a reserve striker right behind Doumbia, and a lot of strikers have been suggested in the comments down below. But also a lot of you assistant coaches have been telling me that this guy, Antonio Sanabria, was in the youth academy of Barcelona, went over to Sassuolo and then came into Roma. He's now out on loan, but we have gotten him back into the team. So assistant coaches, we now have a second striker in the team, and we didn't have to spend any money. So Antonio Sanabria is a guy that has 85 potential. I've checked it out, and now he's back from his loan. And here you can see we have Salih Uçan in our team, and he's only on loan for 1 more year, and then he will go back to Fenerbahce. So I decided, instead of giving him the playing time, even though I love Salih Uçan because I'm a Fenerbahce fan, I decided to get Leandro Paredes back into the team as a center midfielder to build him up and make him a proper backup center midfielder for our team in the future, as Salih Uçan will be leaving at the end of the season. So if I give him the playing time, it would be wasted. So I decided to do the same with the left back position. Digne is currently our backup left back behind Criscito, but we have Dodo. This is a guy that is on loan at Inter right now. He's a left midfielder on his first position, but last year I believe he still was a left back. So we have gotten him back into the team as well, and we still haven't spent any big amount of money to make these transfers or just get these players back into the team. And Rüdiger is the last one that is on loan at AS Roma, and I really looked through all of the center backs that I really haven't tried out yet, and this is one that really caught my eye. Eric Bertrand Bailly. This boy is sick. He has some great statistics on him. The only thing that is not really amazing is his work rates. He has high attacking work rate and low defensive work rate, and that just made me curious because I've never tried out a center back who had that in him. So I really wanted to see that. So I made an offer for him to be our backup center back and also to play in our reserves team. In the background right now you can see the whole of the reserves team. These are the players that will be in that team, and they will be performing whenever our first team is down on stamina. Totti obviously is a sick player, but he will be a substitute for both of the teams because I really like to get him into the team later on in the match because his stamina is really low. So Totti will be the beast to join into the game for both of these teams, to give him as much playing time as possible, because a lot of assistant coaches have been saying that I should give him a lot of playing time, and also a lot of you guys have been saying that I should be training Iturbe, because a lot of you assistant coaches have been saying that I should be training these players, and I really want to focus on those players that you are suggesting in the comments down below, players that do have potential in our team. And Eric Bertrand Bailly, his team wanted 6.5 million. At first I wanted to offer 6, but then I said, come on, let's just forget about the 500k. Let's just give it to them and get him into our squad. The transfer offer has been accepted. He is getting 40k in euros and 4 years as a squad rotation player. I was hoping that he would accept that because he just had exactly that same contract at Villarreal, and our team is a bigger team. So Eric is now joining our team. Let's take a look at his statistics. He will be replacing Rüdiger in the future when he's going back to Stuttgart because he's only loaned out. He's 73 rated, really good physical stats, but here you can see he is also a great defender. 81 stand tackle, 77 slide tackle on a 21-year-old who is 73 rated. As I said, his work rates are something that I haven't tried out on any center back yet because I can't really remember having someone with high-low as his work rates as a center back. But Iago Falque is going up to the 80 rating, so he will now be contending for that left winger position or that right wing position of Salah, and we have gotten an offer for Doumbia. He's not going anywhere. And assistant coaches, if you haven't realized it yet, I was looking through the team really detailed, and I knew, okay, these players are old, I need to replace them in the future, and Maicon is one of them, and I knew I needed a right back to join our team. At first, I wanted Cristiano. Not Ronaldo, but Piccini, and this guy is 22 years old and he just recently joined Real Betis. He's Italian, so I really wanted to get him into the team. It would be the right thing to do. I offered a loan with a future fee, which I have never been able to work out. Honestly, guys, if you have made this one happen, like on any player, please let me know, because I feel like I'm the only guy who isn't able to get these future fees accepted. And that is also the same result that I had with Cristiano Piccini. So he's not joining our team, and I had to think of a new right back who could be our backup right back for the first team or play in the reserves team. And I decided to go into a league that is not getting enough love. I think the Eredivisie is actually an amazing league with a lot of talent. So many talents in this league. And it just doesn't have the international recognition. The teams are not really doing the best in European competitions, so not too many people around the world, except the people from Netherlands, are really interested in that league. So instead of doing a career mode there, I'm always trying to get a lot of talents from that league. So Eredivisie, give me Rick Karsdorp. He's a right back. His team accepted the first transfer offer straight away, and I need him in my team. We also have gotten a transfer offer for Maicon, 79 rated, 34 years old. Don't get me wrong, with this player, age isn't really important. So because he's actually a decent player and I don't want to let him go until his contract can't be extended because he wants to end his career, I actually don't want to let him go, but I think that might happen maybe this season, maybe in the next season, but we'll see. Right now, Maicon will probably not leave the team because I don't think that they will pay the 7 million. So let's just move on into today's first match. It's against Hellas Verona. This is our first match in the Serie A, and AS Roma is coming up with this starting lineup. Doumbia up front, Gervinho on the left, Salah on the right, Nainggolan, Pjanic and De Rossi in midfield, and a lot of good defenders trying to hold off Hellas Verona from scoring. And also a great freaking goalkeeper. Mattia Perin is getting to it really nicely. A decently taken free kick, passed it over, and then the attacker striked it on target, but in the end it was Perin getting to it. And once again, man, what a save from our goalkeeper against Romulo, I believe. It was him. Was it him? Was it him? Let me read his name. Oh, no, I couldn't read it. Let's just get into the next attack, and that is a follow-up from that shot. And once again, our defense is struggling to get it away, but De Rossi now passing it to Doumbia. Doumbia loses it. It will be a cross from the right-hand side that will cause a lot of danger. And here, Perin doesn't have to step in because that header does not hit the target, but I actually thought that went in the time he took that header. Now it's our turn to attack. Pjanic has some space, passes it, and Doumbia is not able to take it around the goalkeeper. I should have just tapped the shoot button to get it past the goalkeeper in a low shot, but I didn't. 43rd minute, another chance for our team, but it does get cleared on the line from the defenders of Verona. And now it's a chance to counter-attack. 49th minute, Nainggolan with a great pass to Doumbia. Doumbia over to Salah, who is making a great run. And he does see Nainggolan again. But how do you miss that? The Belgian centre midfielder does miss that header. I don't know how he did that, but that was just ridiculous. Probably one of my worst misses in FIFA 16, but now we are making some changes to make up for the lack of goals in this match, basically. And now Doumbia is trying to get past the defender. He is not able to do so. In the end, he gets the ball back from the defender. Iturbe with the Ronaldo chop, and then the turn, and then the skill. He gets taken down, and he gets us the penalty. Even though the pass did land at Doumbia his feet, it is still a penalty, and he is the one to take it. Our striker in the 84th minute for the victory. there we go. It's 1-0 in the first match of the Serie A. Roma has taken the lead with our striker from the Ivory Coast, and that is a great shot. No chance for the goalkeeper. And in the 90th minute, the referee blows the whistle, and we have gotten ourselves the first 3 points of the season, even though Hellas Verona, they really have many chances, and they just were not able to get past the man of the match, Mattia Perin, in goal, and Doumbia also getting an 8.0 rating. He also did a great job in that match, and now we are back on the training pitch, and here you can see Sanabria is going up to a 73 rating. That's always good to see, because this guy is actually an exciting prospect. I thought he only had showing great potential on him, but after we have recalled him from his loan, maybe the loan glitch is still in the game. I don't know if it is, but he's an exciting prospect. Normally he has a potential of 85, but maybe now he can actually go up to like an 86 or 87, who knows. But he's the striker for our team, and Karstorp is the new backup right back for our team from the Eredivisie. He has joined our club as a replacement, or as a future replacement of Maicon. And right now we are getting an offer for our backup left back, Emerson, who is a player with like decent potential, but right now he's too low rated to be considered for the first team. I think I might loan him out because I've gotten myself Dodo back into the team, and now Torosidis, the right back that is not really needed in this team, 30 years old, 76 rated, not good enough, and now he's leaving for 4.5 million to Sampdoria. Good luck, buddy. Enjoy your time at that club. But in my opinion, assistant coaches, we have done a great job in the transfer window, because we have gotten ourselves some really good backup players who might become really decent starting 11 players in the future. But until then, we still have really high rated players in our starting 11 who are doing the job already, and who are just keeping up the performances and being like role models for the young players on the bench and the reserves team. Now, it was time to play against Juventus already. This is probably the battle that everyone is expecting at the end of the season. Juventus versus AS Roma. These two teams could be landing at the top 2 spots at the end of the season. And Doumbia has been scoring 3 goals in the last 3 matches, and it seems like he has been enjoying his time at AS Roma. Opposed to his real life comments, it seems like he wasn't really happy at AS Roma and he wants to stay at CSK Moscow, so Doumbia might never return back to AS Roma. But this guy has been doing a great job in this career mode so far, coming into the team as a replacement of Dzeko, who is just not my type of striker. Just as Mandzukic is not my type of striker. He is playing for Juventus up front, and I knew I cannot let Juventus cross. Right here, the referee is giving away a foul, which I really don't think was a foul. It was just a simple tackle. In England, the referee would have never given it. And we have conceded. And guess what? It was Mandzukic. Freaking hell, man. I was not expecting this. I really didn't want to start this match off with a goal like this early on, but we have conceded against Juventus. The camera is a bit too slow, so let's take a look at the replay from this angle. You can see Mattia Perin tried his best, but he just couldn't get to that perfectly taken header by Mandzukic, and now they are in the lead. And we know Juventus is the strongest team in this league, but I was still trying to get in there and score a goal, at least get that equalizer to get that 1 point at home. Now De Rossi with a pass to Nainggolan. Nainggolan to Doumbia. Doumbia back to him, and his shot does get blocked by Pereira, someone that we know already from the Liverpool Career Mode. And here is a corner kick which lands at Doumbia's head, and that's 1-1. That was unexpected. I honestly did not know that you could score a header from that angle, because I knew that Buffon and the defender were at that post, and they should have been able to get it away, but they didn't. He just took that header right through those two, and it's now 1-1, and we are back into this match. Mattia Perin trying to get rid of the ball, but Pereira giving it to Marquisio, and Marquisio with a really bad shot. He tried his luck from that range without even taking a few steps. So let's do the same and score it! 45th minute, Criscito gets a pass from Nainggolan and smashes it past Gianluigi Buffon. The legendary goalkeeper didn't stand a chance against that shot. Let's take a look at it again. Nainggolan with the pass, and that shot from our left back, who has just recently joined the team, was incredible. What a way to start off this career mode. Come back against Juventus, that would be insane. Now though, Juventus on the ball. Marquisio getting past my players too easily. Right here, really bad pass. Castan trying to pass it to Nainggolan. It doesn't land at his feet. And Cuadrado scores it. The equalizer in the 76th minute. After a few mistakes have been done by myself in the defending. This one, I should have just cleared it every single time when I play FIFA 16. And I do get into those situations, I always mess it up with the pass. I just have to clear it. That was the wrong thing to do. But maybe we can get the winner now. Nainggolan trying to get that one in. And that was a bit too high, going over the crossbar, as it was the 89th minute. And we do get a corner kick from that because it was a deflection. And that was a nice try from Iturbe, but you can't beat Gianluigi Buffon from that range with a shot like that. But maybe now the last chance in the match. Doumbia with the pass to De Rossi. De Rossi back to Doumbia. He's now waiting, passing it to Nainggolan. No, it does land at Pjanic's feet. He's passing it over to De Rossi, who's now in the same position as Nainggolan in the last attack. But we do just not get it in. Buffon clearing it in the end, and Juventus holding on to the ball until they do get the draw at our home ground. So you can see straight away we have to be more clinical with our chances, and Juventus has exactly done that. They have also gotten themselves, what a surprise, David Alaba has now joined Juventus. Wow, EA. Not scripted at all. Not happening for everyone in career mode at all. Alaba to Juventus. That is very original. But let's just move on, man. I just can't wait until they patch that or do something about it, because I honestly am sick of seeing the same transfers over and over again in every single FIFA the past 3 years. It makes no sense. But what is making sense is that our players are improving. Pjanic has moved up to the 85 rating. Doumbia has gone up to the 80 rating after scoring 4 goals in only 3 matches. Also, Iago Falque up to 80, Iturbe up to 78, and the new transfer Eric is going up to the 74 rating. Yes, a lot of improvements in our team, and we are still working on that. Now, Benassi and Dodo are the ones that are trained alongside Sanabria. As you can see, I am completely focusing my training in 3 drills on Sanabria, and in those last 2 spots, I'm training a few of the players that I think have potential in this team to become really big players for our squad. And in the next episode, we have to play against Frosinone in the Serie A, and 3 days later or 2 days later, we have to play our first Champions League group stages match against Barcelona. That will be a test to show us if we are good enough to compete with teams like that already. And assistant coaches, I want to know from you guys, do you think it was the right thing to not go ahead and buy a new striker and try to keep it realistic and get Sanabria back into the team, who is already an AS Roma striker with a lot of potential? I've read so many comments suggesting strikers and assistant coaches. Honestly, I want to thank every single one of you for the support you have shown on episode 1. We had over 2,000 comments and 4,100 likes as I'm recording this, so thank you so much for that. Smash that like button on this video as well to get another episode later on today. Love you guys and enjoy the player of the episode. No, it's not Dumbia, even though he scored 2 goals. That goal from Crescito was just insane.